Jai Hind everyone. Prelims 2026 is already done. The candidates are now in a dilemma. The UPSC calendar for 2027 is already out. But the question comes is, have you started preparing for the next year's examination? Are you well prepared to encounter the prelims as well as the mains and interview? If not, then what are you waiting for? Now, to help you prepare for this examination, I'll be taking a few minutes of yours to explain the perfect preparation strategy for your upcoming civil services exam attempt. So, first and foremost, the preparation has to be smart. Okay. Now, the candidates at times start preparing, but they do not remember, they do not know how to start their preparation. Now, in order to have a flawless preparation for the examination, you need this five-pronged strategy. You need structured classes. You need a perfect mentorship. There has to be regular and timely assessment of your preparation, followed by revision and tests. So, with this smart preparation, you can tackle any type of paper that comes before you. Okay. So, one thing that we have seen is the StudyIQ offers you the crack UPSC with P2I plus smart model, prelims to interview plus smart model. So this effectively has been redefining your preparation. Okay. Now UPSC can be predictable. Okay. But preparation should never be unpredictable. Okay. Now in this situation, just remember one thing, that most aspirants had failed in the 2026 examination. Okay, most candidates would have failed. Okay, not because of the lack of hard work. Okay, but they had failed because of the lack of proper system. Okay, a system that can help you to prepare well for the exam. So you always have some common doubts. Okay, from where to start, what to start and what to leave. Okay, how to revise, how to test, which is the best test series. Okay, how and when to start the answer writing practice, and personally who to trust upon. Okay, now the internet is available with abundant of mentors. Okay, abundance of study material and abundance of flawless guidance. Okay, so you have got shortcuts, you have got everything that can help you to crack, but what to believe? Okay, so the biggest problem is that everyone is ready to put in efforts, but you are directionless. You do not know in which direction you have to proceed. Okay, so in this situation, the ultimate solution is your P2I plus smart approach, your prelims to interview plus smart approach. Okay, so this P2I approach gives you the complete UPSC journey, and smart method makes the journey structured and measurable. Okay, now the foundation led preparation helps you to build strong concepts and clarity. Okay, with sufficient emphasis on prelims helps you to master the syllabus. Okay, so this helps you to master the syllabus with precision. So there has to be surgical strikes, okay, on the syllabus that has to be done. Clear? You cannot just cordon off the area. There have to be surgical strikes that have to be done. Okay, then how to start, how to practice answer writing, how to think analytically, and finally how to present yourself with confidence and clarity in the interview. Okay, so in this situation, you have to prepare in the most structured manner. Okay, now the smart system offers you structured classes. Okay, how much is required? Okay, so quality and quantity are ensured by the structured classes. Then you have a dedicated mentor, okay, that who will be with you in your lows as well as in your highs. Okay, who will help you to take off and will also keep you grounded. Okay, so a mentor will handhold you throughout your exam preparation. Then there will be regular evaluation, assessment and gap identification, and you will be constantly notified of this. Then smart revision tools, notes, lectures will be available, and then to make you exam ready, you will have to undergo the time bound test. Okay, so there is just one roadmap, 5 pillars, and this will complete your entire preparation. Okay, now what is the P2I that will focus upon? So it is not just a GS foundation batch, it is a complete UPSC journey from the first class to the final interview. Okay, so this GS foundation, okay, this GS foundation, essentially step 1 will be your foundation. Okay, step 2 will be your success in prelims. So this also will have your mentorship, regular assessment and tests, followed by your full preparation of the mains, then mains residential program. Okay, so to help you ensure that you crack the mains exam, and the dedicated interview guidance program. Clear? So this prelims to interview technique, it involves everything. Okay, so it involves everything that is required to crack this examination. Okay, then what is the smart model? As already I have told you, okay, it has got everything that is required to crack this exam. So just remember one thing, okay, this smart preparation is not just a slogan, it is a complete preparation architecture. Okay, and as I have told you, these are the 5 pillars that will ensure that you succeed in the examination. Okay, now moving ahead, okay, the structured classes. So this P2I model, it follows structured classes. Okay, so it follows structured classes. Okay, in these structured classes, we essentially would be covering everything. Okay, whatever is required for you to crack this examination. Okay, complete NCERT coverage, GS foundation, that will be a mix of every resource, authentic resource available. Theme based learning. Okay, so this will help you to correlate the themes with what has been happening in the current events. Okay, the prelims oriented approach followed by mains and the personal interview. Clear? So this will give you a clear plan as to what to study, when to study, and in what order this has to be studied. Okay, then the perfect mentorship. Okay, so this essentially also offers you a perfect mentorship. Okay, so UPSC journey is long. Okay, now the biggest problem in this journey is that at times students do not are not able to endure this entire journey. Clear? So this involves 1:1 mentorship, study planning, performance review, and strategy correction. Clear? So you will have a mentor that will constantly monitor your improvement, that will regularly review what you have been doing, that will help you to give you the best approach in the right direction and the better strategies, because you have to be street smart during your preparation. Okay, then there will be regular assessments. Okay, so your program, your performance will be measured. Okay, so you will have regular prelims test, mains evaluated copies, performance tracking and gap identification will be there, and that everything will be followed by actionable feedback. Clear? So throughout your preparation, your performance report will be there with you, that will help you to prepare for the exam in a more structured manner, in a more smarter manner. Okay, then revision. Okay, so in this situation, okay, the reading, simple reading is not important. Okay, so retention will help you create your selection. Okay, so retention will help you create your selection. Okay, so first reading will give you the exposure, and the revision will make you exam ready. Clear? You will be provided with handwritten notes, crux revision in a crux style notes, recorded lectures, current affairs magazine, and built-in revision cycles. Okay, then there will be regular test practice. Okay, test practice will help you build time management, accuracy under pressure, questions, the process of selecting and leaving the questions, elimination techniques, mains answer writing speed, and the most important, exam temperament. Clear? So this is something that you will keep a track of while you will be appearing in the exam also. Clear? Then this will also include a complete preparation of the previous year questions along with the current affair integration. Okay, so we will also be covering the important traps, okay, which are made by UPSC, and you can only analyze these traps in case you have nicely analyzed the previous year questions and have correlated them with the current events of the contemporary time. Okay, next, the resources that will be available. Okay, so you will not have to go through a content overloading. Okay, so you will have trusted, relevant, exam oriented and systematic material that will be given to you, and this course shall offer you, okay, 1500 plus hours of live classes. Okay, so prelims, mains, essay, ethics, current, everything will be covered in detail. These sessions will be highly interactive, concept driven teaching, and it will be as per the latest UPSC pattern. Okay, so please do not waste any moment, because the course also offers you notes plus recorded lectures, and revision will be made very, very simple. Okay, so finally, answer writing support, specialized programs that will be given to you will be your success in prelims, mains residential program will be there, that will give you daily writing and daily feedback along with mentorship and the interview guidance program in a program. Clear? So you do have scholarships, rewards, and assurances. Okay, so you will have complete fee refund on clearing prelims. Okay, 11,000 monthly award for top performers, and 15% scholarship for the EWS and the differently abled candidates. Okay, so please do not miss this opportunity, because your entire preparation is going to be revolutionized and it will be updated at the speed. Okay, so please do not let this opportunity go out of hand. Okay, and do join the prelims to interview batches for 2027 and 2028. The batches are starting from 6th of June. Okay, so batches are starting from 6th of June. The course is priced at 11,999, and you may use the code SRM Live to get maximum discount. Okay, so now study smart and make sure that you crack the examination smartly. Clear? So all the very best. Do well, join these courses, and we'll see you all in the batches. Jai Hind.